Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host Saeed. I do want to thank you for joining us tonight. Thursday, the 9th of December 2021. Just imagine we are 9 days into the final month of 2021. This was a very interesting year for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. We have experienced so much in the year 2021. We have suffered so much in the year 2021. Billions of dollars has flown through Trinidad and Tobago in the year 2021. What accomplishment did the country reach or achieved in the year 2021? Did we go forward? Did we go backward? So I do want to thank you for joining us tonight, viewers. Remember, we are live on Facebook also. So share our live stream. Those of you who have us on Facebook, please share our live stream. Those of you on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed to YouTube as yet, feel free to do so. So viewers, remember to call in our program. Our studio lines are 238-6716. You can call in, voice your complaints, voice your opinions. There's a matter in your constituency you wish to highlight, feel free to do so. Presently, Real Talk with Saieed Ali is the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. And we currently hold the 3rd best news forecast position in Trinidad and Tobago. And we have been maintaining that thus far. So, we're starting our show tonight. It's Bacchanal Thursday, we call it. So feel free to call in. Remember, viewers, Real Talk Financing and Investment Company, a registered licensed money lending financial institution. The company has a fixed deposit system where you can contact us at 238-6716 or 339-1670, or you can get in touch with our South office. Contact me, contact our head office in Shogunas if you wish to open a fixed deposit system or a retirement plan. Now, viewers, for the month of December, our 2nd office in San Fernando on Cipero Road, for the month of December or the rest of 2021, our San Fernando office is offering to the citizens of the southern area a 2.75%. That is our San Fernando office. So since we opened it yesterday, being Wednesday, they are offering to you, the citizens of South or even Trinidad and Tobago, a 2.75%, the highest interest rate paid on any fixed deposit in any financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago. Where are you getting it? With Real Talk Financing and Investment Company. So even you want to take a small loan, you have collateral, in need of cash, and you have your collateral, contact our office or contact me directly. 339-1670. My cell number is in the public domain, and we will give you whatever information you need. So I just want to thank Real Talk Group of Companies for paying me to advertise for them. So viewers, as we start up our program tonight, the U.S. Embassy in Port of Spain has confirmed that the first of 2 shipments of 304,200 doses of Pfizer has arrived in Trinidad and Tobago. The latest shipment represents the 2nd tranche out of a total of 907,920 doses, which the United States government has donated to this country. U.S. President Joe Biden has indicated earlier this year that the U.S. intention to lead the way in vaccine diplomacy ensuring that as many countries around the world can access COVID-19 vaccine. Just imagine Joe Biden made that happen. When Kamala, I just want to refresh you a little bit. When Kamala wrote in their High Commission, she wasn't the president, she wasn't the prime minister, but she's the leader of the opposition. While our prime minister said, allegedly said, that he's not begging. While you are telling the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago you are not begging, Joe Biden administration is giving vaccine donation to almost 110 countries. So you see the difference? You see the difference of leadership? That is the difference. That is the type of leadership we the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago need. But are we getting it? No. Why? We the citizens afraid to talk. So all those who went against Joe Biden today thanking him for the vaccine. Nevertheless, we're moving along tonight. Progressive Democrat Patriots, PDP, Deputy Political Leader Farley Augustine was sworn in today as the Chief Secretary for the Tobago House of Assembly. And there are hints Augustine may also be the THA Secretary and or for Financing and Economy. 2 portfolios in one? Wow. Now today, President Paul Weeks administered the oath of office to the 14 winning PDP candidates and sole PNM candidate Kelvin Morris. Morris, who won the Darrell Spring seat, will be the PNM's minority leader in the THA. During the election campaign, the PDP had promoted Augustine as a choice of Chief Secretary. Moving along, viewers, the opposition, the United National Congress, has again called for the investigation to what the party continues to allege in the Prime Minister's, Dr. Keith Rowley's failure to declare a $1.2 million Tobago townhouse to the Integrity Commission. Anil Roberts claimed that the PNM was still not in the clear despite Rowley's assertion that he did nothing wrong. Roberts alleged that the Honorable Prime Minister broke the law. Now, did he fail to give a full and complete and truthful account and statements of registered or registerable interest form B, section 6 under the Integrity in Public Life Act? The opposition said it is unconvinced by Rowley's explanation about his declaration of the Tobago townhouse purchased in 2019. Imagine that, eh? So they are uncertain. They are not clear. Now previously, the Prime Minister said all necessary documents were lodged at the Integrity Commission on December 20th, 2020, following an extension request. According to the opposition, several high-profile persons also bought townhouse at the Ainsgate Chevron Road development under the Integrity in Public Life Act. Persons in public life are required to file annual declaration and statement to the Integrity Commission. So viewers, that is a whole bacchanal taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. And we need some answers. We need some answers because the UNC said They are not sure. They don't have concrete evidence. They need more. They need more from the Prime Minister in order to be convinced that he made the right step or he did the right thing. So I'm asking myself, what more do we need? What more does the UNC need in order to settle the matter? So I took the opportunity to contact a member of opposition, Mr. Anil Roberts. We tried to get on to Saddam Hussein, who raised the issue at first, but apparently he had some meetings to attend. He did decide, I do apologize, I have some important meetings to attend, and maybe on another note we could meet. So we went on to get in touch with Mr. Anil Roberts. My friend, good night.
I don't know what side.
Thank you for joining us tonight, Mr. Anil. Now, concerning the Ironsgate issue, what are your thoughts on the Ironsgate situation with the declaration of Mr. Prime Minister to the nation?
I'm just hearing you now. Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
All right. Well, it's a very serious situation. The Keith Christopher Rowley has blustered and made a lot of comments, but the law is the law.
Yes.
People in public life, since the National Congress under Pastor Pandey and then Attorney General Ramesh Lawrence Marad, in order to deal with the scourge of corruption, they brought the Integrity in Public Life Act. The essence of that is that when you come into public life, whatever you have from wherever you worked before, that you get your perks and your salary, lawful salary from being a person in public life, and that you do not uplift yourself and accelerate your asset base, increase your earnings and investment over and above that which you are due to earn. So therefore, the key to that is the filling out of declarations. These declarations, or this declaration per year, consists of two forms making one declaration, a Form A and a Form B. These declarations, these forms are not interchangeable.
Okay.
Your complete declaration, when you complete it and question and fill out all the information, you get a certificate of compliance from the Integrity Commission. The Form A is a secret form that no one can find out about except the Integrity Commissioners and so on. And in cases that there is an investigation or a report, they will look at it, make their comparison in secret and so on. The Form B is the more important form. It's a public form. It's a transparency, the accountability form where the people can know what are your registrable interests, what are your company, your shareholdings, your directorships, your land, and so on. Keith Rowley did not complete his Form B. Therefore, in the Integrity in Public Life Act, a person who fails to complete their form is guilty of an offense. Secondly, Keith Christopher Rowley tried to suggest that by putting it in Form A, it automatically suffices. That does not exist because they are not interchangeable. Furthermore, what would happen in most cases when you fill out a Form A and don't put in Form B, because there will be some duplication, because the Form A will have all of your personal money, your annuities, your investments, your land. If you went by Saieed and buy property, you'll have to put it there, put it there, and so on.
Okay.
He probably did not fill out that form. The time has passed for that. So that requires an investigation, and Saddam Hussein has put in a request or a report to the Integrity Commission for further investigation. Furthermore, the Integrity in Public Life Act is clear that if you knowingly put false information and sign your declaration, that is a crime. That is a crime by $250,000 fine and 10 years in jail. So, Rowley said on his Form A, he waived it to the population. Look at this, I purchased this property. Look, purchase price, 1.2 million. Then 5 columns after, he said, and value, 1.2 1.2 million. But there's a big problem. The value side, and you know better than anybody in Trinidad and Tobago, was not 1.2 million.
Yes.
The value was 1.68 million based on the stamp duty that Rowley paid. You know better than me that Rowley paid $33,500 stamp duty. That equates to a value of 1.68 million. So to put false information in that column under value, knowing that you paid $33,500, knowing that your value that you paid the stamp duty on for that was at 1.68 million, and then signing that that is a breach of the Integrity in Public Life Act. And if a person who does that is guilty of an offense and liable on summary conviction to a fine of $250,000 and 10 years in prison. It's not finished there. There's no further. In public life, you cannot take and accept gifts of any form of fashion. Nothing rich, nothing value, nothing property, nothing gold. I cannot go by Anton's Gold Rush and Saieed give me a diamond bracelet worth $200,000. You can't give me that as a minister. And if I get any gift above $5,000, I must make a separate declaration in that year for that 12-month period to the Integrity Commission, stating what was the gift, who it was from, where the source was, and the quantity. Failure to do that, you are guilty of an offense, punishable by $250,000 and 10 years in jail. Now, this is not only a gift. The law is very clear at Section 27(1) of the Integrity in Public Life Act. A person to whom this part applies shall not accept a fee, a gift, or a personal benefit except compensation authorized by law. So when he was in his best conference talking about, if I go to buy a car and I get it for $300,000 but it's really valued $600,000 because of the tax breaks and so on, do I have to report that? No, that's part of your legal package. That's a perk. A perk of being in public office is that you get VAT and motor tax something off. So that was a non-starter. His example shows that he's a dishonest clown. What you cannot do is get any gift or personal benefit from any citizen. So, in Section 27(3) of the Integrity Public Life Act, it says, where a gift or personal benefit referred to in subsection 2 exceeds $5,000, and in this case, we are saying it's $468,000 because he paid 1.2 and the value was 1.68. Where any 12-month period exceeds $5,000, a person in public life, shall file with his declaration a statement indicating the nature of the gift or benefit, its source, and the circumstances under which it was given, and or accepted. For the purposes of this section, the amount of a gift, because this thing is specific, comprising property side, other than money, shall be deemed to be the amount equal to the value of the property. So a man get a property value 1.68 for 1.2. He got a personal benefit of $468,000. And did not declare that. And if you do not declare that, knock, police, boy blue, there is an investigation that is required. It's not finished there, Saieed. I go talk to the bird black side because his daughter also, the law says that you must not utilize your office for your personal benefit. Section 24(1) a person to whom this part applies shall ensure that he performs his function and administers the public resources for which he is responsible in an effective and efficient manner, and shall afford no undue preferential treatment to any group or individual. Or Section 24(2), a person to whom this part applies, keep Rowley, shall not use his office for the improper advancement of his own or his family's personal or financial interest or the interest of any and he must not directly or indirectly use his office for private gain. Out of this whole law, Rowdy brings the whole section, the whole law. I'm waiting for the commission, the inquiry from the Integrity Commission into Keith Christopher Lowry. And if the police don't investigate, and the DPP and the Integrity Commission, then Trinidad and Tobago, we are lost forever.
Mr. Anil, I do want to thank you for joining us tonight and sharing that info with the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. So thank you once more, Mr. Anil Roberts.
God bless you. Be safe, everybody, and keep up the great work. God bless.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, there's lots more in store right here on Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk Group of Companies located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. At Real Talk Investment, you can earn up to 3.5% interest on your 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now on 339-1670, 238-6716 for further information. Our helpful team is ready to assist. Real Talk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
So welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. So you have heard it from Mr. Anil Roberts, a UNC opposition. Some of the alleged penalties there are for being in public life and not declaring your asset. There's a lot of complications. That is why I continue to say, as long as you're serving the people, you're in public life, such as ministers, judges, hierarchy people, you know, top of the land, position, the president, you need to declare your asset. Because the integrity commissions, they want to make sure that those who govern the country are not in any way connected to any white-collar incidents, I would say. I wouldn't use the term crime as yet, but we will just wait and see how far does it go with our Prime Minister, Minister Keith Rowley, who is leader of the opposition present, the leader of the PNM administration presently. And we're going to say, we have to hear what the Integrity Commission has to say. You see, I will tell you something. We heard from Anil Roberts what the Prime Minister is supposed to do. And in failure doing so, we heard of some of the penalties in failing to declare your asset. Now, what I want to hear is the Integrity Commission coming out now and telling the citizens or telling the press briefing, yes, the Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Keith Rowley, filed the Form A and we have it. So why it is now that the Integrity Commission is taking so long just to come out and put this matter to rest? All they have to say is, yes, the Prime Minister did declare his asset on so and so date. It's simple, you know, it's very simple, you know. I will tell you something. Important things are prolonged in Trinidad and Tobago. prolonged. So here it is. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley have criticized MP Saddam Hussein for lies and mischief, and has shown signed checks and document on the purchase, saying his wife is very diligent. Rowley stated that the source of funds for the purchase of his Tobago townhouse was his and his wife's savings, and they are among the first purchasers when drawings were available and approved. The PM said his wife had been working for the umpteenth decade and is about to retire, and claimed that he has never been unemployed since university. Listen to this.
I have never been unemployed a day in my life except when I was at university studying. I've never been to a whorehouse. I've never drank alcohol and drunk. I'm minding one family. I never bought cigarettes. Maybe they should go and add up all of those money that they spend there and see if they can buy a jet plane. But that being so, the only way they could scandalize me is to come with this foolishness. And I would have expected, honestly, that since this was coming from the official opposition, through the mainstream media, that the Integrity Commission, instead of talking about discussing this thing today, they could have easily told the country on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday that it is not so.
Now viewers, the PM added that he complied with the law, paid a purchase price, the vendor agreed on and negotiated no discount. No discount. Rowley noted that a unit on a neighborhood complex also sold for 1.2 million and said that real estate purchase is rooted in negotiations. Now, that is true. I am into real estate, and I can tell you that from the time a building is up for sale and you contact Saieed, Saieed, I'm interested in that building, what is the best price? Come into my office, we will sit down and we'll negotiate. So I would say yes, from the time you decide to purchase a property, you go into negotiations. Now the PM added that he did not hide that Alan Warner was his business partner. Now I will tell you something. I am not in the Integrity Commission office. I am not an officer there. But what I would love is that the Integrity Commission comes out in the public domain, since it is a matter concerning the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago and also the head of the Security Council for Trinidad and Tobago. The Integrity Commission has a role to play in clearing the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Caller, good night.
Good night, Said.
Go right ahead.
I know you're a man of spiritual insights, and just now, if I heard you clearly, you said Rowley as leader of the opposition. Mm-hmm. I wonder whether you are having some spiritual preempting on this issue. Secondly, sir, I only hope that the Integrity Commission is as independent as it is. We have seen the president office is supposed to be independent, which was no longer independent. We are seeing the police service no longer independent, because if I think I see correct, some time ago, the National Security Minister Hines at a police administration building talking politics. What is this really going on now? This was very, very refreshing today to see, it's a breath of fresh air to see these new PHA people sworn in. And like when you throw poison in milk, this man sitting there, he probably sitting there. You know, these assemblymen are being sworn in, and all you see is bitterness from this man. You see hatred, you see malice, you see acrimony. You know, this man would not have clapped. Oh God, be a statesman. Why is it that he always has to be that bitter? Why is it that he always had to display that bitterness in public? It's better that he had stayed away. I don't know, sir. It is my personal opinion. This man never was, neither is, and never will be a statesman. I think he has stained, he has disgraced. That's it. Never before have I ever seen in this country nor any other jurisdiction a prime minister in that manner. So bitter, always a man totally out of control. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. So, the THA members sworn in today, the PDP, a new team, new faces. I will be looking on. I will be looking on. I will even arrange talks with PDP officials to find out some of their plans for Tobago. And if they would love to contact me, 339-1670, that's my direct cell phone. Please do so. I would love to have an interview with you, you all in Tobago, to find out what are some of the plans that you have for Tobago and how fast or how soon will it be on track for the citizens of Tobago. Now, Tobago has finally gotten members from Tobago itself. Not members from Trinidad going to Tobago, but people from Tobago got a party in Tobago. So, in the coming weeks, I would love to hear from some of them. You know, if they want to call me, 339-1670, or call my office, 238-6716. You know, let's lace together, set up some calling interviews, find out what you all have planned for your people in Tobago. Your people. So as we move on tonight, viewers, call her good night.
Good night, sir.
Go right ahead, my friend. You're live on Real Talk with Saieed Ali.
Thank you very much. What happened? Our Prime Minister never tell a lie. Never ever tell a lie and never do anything wrong. Our Prime Minister never do anything wrong and never tell a lie. Thank you very much. Thank
you, my friend. I heard him. So as we continue tonight, viewers, remember, our food drive is going on. Next week, Friday, we're going to draw the BMW right here on Real Talk Studios. Somebody's going to be driving a BMW for Christmas. We still have the Range Rover for next year, January or February. So please make a contribution. Now I'm going to tell you something. When Christmas done, you tend to say food done. And the struggle starts again. Now, we are continuing our food drive until about February. I need your support. I need your help. Now, I'm going to say something. Would you support something that is not supporting you? I come here every night without asking anybody for a cent. Pay my team, pay Synergy. We have a beautiful building. I do it for you. For you. I stand here for you. And there's only one thing I'm asking you to do. Make a contribution so we could feed the poor. The blessing is not coming to me alone. But I want you to experience a miracle from God by giving. I'm giving away a BMW. Why? Because I have experienced from time and time again the blessings of God in giving. In giving. So I want you to experience the same thing. So, Minister of Health Terence Singh has urged leaders to be mindful of what they say on platforms, especially with the incoming Omicron variant, which is more transmittable, now is the time for continued solidarity of all leaders to exercise caution. Dayal Singh said, as he referred statements by PDP leader Watson Duke to put reopening of beaches as first on the Tobago House of Assembly agenda. Up comes Dayal Singh. Be careful what you say as a leader. For Easter, when the Prime Minister said to come to Tobago, how the hell Terrence didn't come out and say, leaders, be careful what you all say on your platform. Terrence, where you was? You was shedding a tear by the promenade when the Prime Minister was making that speech. Listen this. Listen this. In his victory speech, Watson said, and when we say the beaches are opened up, every man jack will go on the beach and take a bathe.
When we have our first executive meeting, I will put on the table opening up of the beach. I will bring it. I will bring it. And understanding the minds of my people, it's about time that Granny go and stop the bad news. It's about time that we stop the bad back. That's all. Yeah. And when we say the beaches are open up, every man just go in the beach and take a bath. Yeah?
Call a good night. Hello?
Yes, I'm a lawyer listener to your show, and I just want to give the people information. I work in the house of Angostura.
Okay.
And with a new manager in the house of Angostura, working in the better section. And his name is Rory. Yes, he working in that section. He only takes bitters all the time. Have a good night.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Now, viewers, that is in no way to discredit Angostura. I want to let you understand something. That is in no way to discredit Angostura bitters. I have to make this statement. So here it is. Dayal Singh said the opening of beaches or any activity currently not allowed under the public health regulation will have to be considered by the Prime Minister. It would have to be considered by the Prime Minister. Wow. Terrence, I have something for you. Hold on. Dayal Singh said Dr. Keith Rowley will look at the data on both islands and all countries and then make a decision. So how come Dayal Singh did not urge the PM to be mindful of what? What was stated on a platform when the PNM called on everyone to go to Tobago for the Easter given the COVID-19 pandemic? This is a refreshment.
Next week, the end of next week, we move into Easter. And of course, this is not an Easter. That the story is going to be the ferry, the ferry, the ferry, the ferry. This is going to be an Easter where anybody who wants to go to Tobago can go and come back when you want. So you know what's happening now? Tobago is almost full and overflowing. The place to be is in Tobago. And I tell you, the best vacation you can have at home in Trinidad and Tobago is in Tobago. Go to Tobago if you want, but when you go there, behave yourself. Behave yourself. We are in a pandemic. Wear your mask. Stay away from crowds. No partying. And so on and so on. And you can have a wonderful Easter in Tobago.
So let me get this right. We are in a pandemic. Behave yourself. Avoid crowd. You all heard that. Avoid crowd. But you're telling Trinidadians to come across in Tobago, but avoid crowd. It makes sense? So Terence, so is it because of Watson Duke saying that when we say go to the beaches, we mean go to the beaches and take a bath? Now, just pull back that video. I want the citizens to understand that. Just pull back that video.
Next week, the end of next week, we move into Easter. And of course, this is not an Easter.
When we have our first executive meeting, I will put on the table opening up of the beach. I will bring it. I will bring it. And understanding the minds of my people, it's about time that Granny go and stop the bad news. It's about time that we stop the bad back. That's all. Yeah. And when we say the beaches are open up, every man just go in the beach and take a bath.
That the story going to be the ferry. This is going to be an Easter where anybody who wants to go to Tobago can go.
So listen to that. You see, I want you all to be in the correct frame of mind. Because when they were campaigning in Tobago for the AJ election, where was Terence? Weren't there a crowd? You see, I will tell you something. They will talk one talk for them. And then when the other party say that talk, you don't want to agree. And this is where I know, Saieed now, will comes in and ask you, Terence, what sort of statements are you making? Is it okay to keep the campaigning? And don't study the crowd. But all of a sudden now, the Prime Minister will examine the data from both countries and other countries. Let me tell you something, Terence. Do not look at other countries. Look at your own countries. Other countries have #1 health care. In Trinidad, we have the 0 health care. So only because PDP leader made a statement, you're saying, leaders, be careful what you say on platforms. When the Prime Minister said, come to Tobago in the pandemic, Terence, where was your statement that you recently released? Where was it? If you release the reports from Davis' home, your friend, the Prime Minister, might tell you, Terence, to sign your resignation letter and go home. But I understand as the minister, you had to come out and make a statement. But let me tell you something. I have a man called Saieed Ali who has a show on Synergy Network. The name of the show is Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Let me tell you something. I will listen to what you're saying and I will beat you on your own words. Understand what I am saying. It's sad, yes? It's sad. Call a good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk, my friend.
I'm interested in what I am, but
Call the office.
what is your office number?
The same number you dial. Thank you, my friend. Viewers. When you want to call for hamper, please call the office. Almost 4 years now. 238-6716 or 339-1670 has been in the public domain. What about if I tell the gentleman, well, we have to finish? What are you going to do? You might say I'm insulting you. But I'm not. You have 9 hours daylight to call the office and find out. But nevertheless, over 300 workers from Republic Bank have been threatened with a termination if they fail to get vaccinated or if they fail to provide a PCR test. I am not discrediting Republic Bank, but this is something they released, not Saieed. My job is to just bring the news to you in the best way possible. Now, this was revealed by the second vice president of the Bankers and Insurance General Workers Trade Union, Jackson Brown. However, Brown said, conglomerates like Republic Bank have initiated vaccination policies that have caused anxiety among staff. He noted that 140 workers had their income relief grant approved, but said the ministry had indicated that funds were not available for distribution. All you hear that? All you hear that? This is the words of Jason Brown. He noted that 140 workers had their income relief grant approved, but said the ministry had indicated, not Saieed, the ministry indicated that funds were not available for distribution. Doodly doodly doo doo doo. I love that. I love that. Where do you get the raw facts? On Real Talk with Saieed Ali. No other station in Trinidad, in Tobago, or up the Caribbean bring it to you like Real Talk. So what we're going to do now, we have no funding according to the ministry. How much millions? Heritage and Stabilization Funds, how much did they take? Great is the PNM. You're not getting laptop for your children? Great is the PNM. Ministry of Education asked corporate Trinidad citizens to donate laptop? Great is the PNM. Where did the money go now? For laptops. Great is the PNM. But when Saieed come here now and drop a raw bomb on all you, the raw facts coming in all your ears, bell. Oh God, Saieed, you're bashing. A bashing. It's because the bashing that caused you to get pepper spray for the young ladies of Trinidad and Tobago. It's the bashing. It's the bashing. Will you hear that? Over 300 workers from Republic Bank. I have staff working, and I told them, so let me tell you something. Whether we vaccinated or we ain't vaccinated, we're getting COVID-19. Whether we vaccinated or we are vaccinated, we will die. I said to them, it's your choice to take the vaccine or not. Because in 2020, when we didn't have the vaccine, how many deaths we have? I can't answer. I was expecting that. But come 2021, when vaccines started to give out, the deaths started to go up. And you know who they blame? They blame the unvaccinated. How many vaccinated people died? About 50-something. About 50-something. Sad, it? Sad. Call a good night.
Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
I would like this thing with the Prime Minister and the House, right? Why don't the USC give them all the documents to the first and bring Rowley to court and let them answer the charges, just like they did Panday.
That is why Kola, I have said that the Integrity Commission needs to come out and tell John Public if the Prime Minister declared A or only B.
Yeah,
if
but
A is missing, well then something's wrong.
The only way you're going to get to know this if you put them up in court, right? Because
I am putting them up. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Roshan Parashram have stated that the Omicron variant of COVID-19 has now been detected in 57 countries and from the preliminary data seems to be spreading rapidly. Parashram stated that according to the latest data from the World Health Organization, the variant of concerns, which was first identified by South African scientists in South Africa, has now been detected across all WHO regions. These are Europe, the Americans, Western Pacific, Southeastern Asia, Eastern Mediterranean, and Africa. He said there has also been rapid increase of COVID-19 cases in neighboring countries. He said parliamentary data has shown Omicron can reduce antibodies developed from a previous COVID-19 infections. He said initially data has also shown increased case in people younger than 20 years old.
People who have been infected, not for people that have been vaccinated, at least at this point in time, you're seeing being prone to an increased risk of infection, what we call secondary attack in the early data coming out. Data is still being tabulated as to the severity of disease coming out of those countries, together with its effect on vaccine efficacy. Some early data last night as well suggesting that in South Africa itself you're seeing an increased incidence of persons presenting in the lower age groups, early 20s and below, to their facilities.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Now, County Medical Officer of Health for County St. Andrew St. Davis, Dr. Alana Bess, has stated that one of the most worrying aspects of the current spike in COVID-19 cases is the increasing number of persons who become severely ill and need to be hospitalized. She stated that one of the worrying things we are seeing in this current surge is the increased number of persons who are significantly unwell and requires hospitalization.
One of the worrying things that we are seeing in this current surge is the increasing number of persons who are significantly unwell and require hospitalization.
So viewers, now we the citizens have a job to do, and that is to take care of ourselves. Whether we have comorbidities or not, our job is to take care of ourselves. Now, with the vaccine, you can still get COVID-19. So if you have comorbidities and you are aware of that, consult your doctors. Consult your doctors and find out what is the best way to maintain the level of fitness for your body. I am not telling you to take the vaccine. I am not telling you do not take the vaccine. But data have also shown, terms like to follow the science. Well, listen to this. The science have also shown, medically speaking, that if you're vaccinated, you're still getting COVID-19. So if the minister failed to tell you that, I Saieed telling you that, and I am not a doctor, but the minister is a pharmacist. But I see is here, and sometimes the mouth refuses to speak. That's lyrics, eh? The I seeing that you're getting vaccine and you're still getting COVID-19. The ears hearing it from doctors, but sometimes the mouth just refuses to speak, like those in authority who's supposed to be giving us all information but only breaking it down to fingertips. But nevertheless, if they refuse to say it, I will inform you. And who would look like the clown? The man who is the doctor or the pharmacist. What are you going to do? That is my job. And just imagine, nobody pay me to give you info. It's sad. So viewers, we have about 5 minutes left on our show tonight. Remember, pop this out one, yeah. Remember viewers, now open in San Fernando. You can try it up here now. Now open in San Fernando on Cipero Road, not far from Southern Sales and Mazda in the south. Real Talk Financing and Investment Center. That is the south office number 2427690. Show the video of south now. And 3391670. So that is our new location, viewers. Those of you passing on the Cipero Road, heading to the Victoria Village, you will see that sign on the building. That is our new sub-office down there. And remember, they are offering you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, backed by public demands, 2.75%. Remember that. It is the highest interest paid on any fixed deposit with Real Talk Investment Company. Let me tell you something. The highest interest rate being paid in Trinidad and Tobago. We have a warm staff, you know. They're cozy, you know, warm. I have some looking like lawyers dancing down there, you know. I tell you, they're looking like lawyers. So viewers, with all the joke and fun aside, you work hard for your money. I could tell you because I started off with nothing in life. With nothing. Today I have several buildings throughout Trinidad and Tobago. I am a businessman, local and regional. I am one of the board members in Real Talk Group of Companies, Financing and Investment Company. So I started off with the slippers on my foot, them slippers when I go in the grocery, and you will pay $20 for it. Up to today, I still wear one. So those of you who come into my office, sometime you might see me with the slippers. I don't forget where I came from. Now I could buy shoes for $2,000, you know. Nothing wrong with that. But you know how much slippers I go get? Apart from that, you know how much people could get food from that $2,000 shoes I want to buy? But giving is more of my thing. So viewers, with your hard-earned cash, and many have asked me, said, Saeed, next thing your business end up like the Hindu Credit Union. Like, where you just said it? Hindu Credit Union? As if for the last 3.5 years, I have been on the air and ain't asked anybody for anything. Every 12 months go by is over $1.1 million I'm spending to keep my production up and running, and you want to tell me what a rundown union like the Hindu Credit Union? I said, no, friend. I said, no. Everything I set my mind to do, I do it. I do it. And presently, Real Talk Financing and Investment Company, we are presently paying the highest interest paid on any fixed deposit in our institute. Any. Come January or February, I just waiting on one approval for the credit union. And we on. Always keep in mind that the individual, Saeed, who is on a board member on Real Talk Group of Company, is a man who does do spirit work. Is a man who has been granted favors from the Most High. Look where I am today without asking anybody for anything. Is the favor of God. It's the favor of God. Hence the reason why I could give back a BMW, and in January or February we'll have the Range Rover of somebody in the public domain will win it. Look at it. Beautiful Range Rover. So when you tell us Saeed don't have class vehicles, Saeed have it, but I just don't use it. Call a good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
My friend, go right ahead. How are you?
How about business?
I have a lot of business. Trust God. Trust God. Yep.
I have two contributions to it. I am talking about the ministry don't have money and all kind of thing. They don't finance.
That is, according to Jason Brown, that is what he's saying.
So how they buy all the whole of Tobago last week?
Why? I was wondering.
I hear the paving road, man had truck and things, they're running Babaji machine all the side and things too, you know. That's the chance when I see. But here is, your partner, the DCP, McDonald Jacob. You get what the latest we do?
Talk to me.
The people who kill the prison officer, the daughter.
$500,000 reward?
Right. He come out and make a public statement and say he arrest 12 people, suspects, right? They come out and make a big thing about it. They say they use 100 men from the police service and the regiment to apprehend these 12 suspects. They keep them for 2 days. They release the men and them with no charges. And when the men come out now, they say they never question them about the murder. And the men and them have a lawyer now, they're going to sue the state.
Whoa.
So taxpayers' money now
have to pay again.
Have to come and jump up now for McDonald Jacob and his dotish behavior, his stupid PNM thinking again. I don't know if you noticed on all too recently, he and Fitzgerald Hines and the Commissioner of Prisons was in a press conference. And somebody asked Fitzgerald Hines about the loss in Tobago and he started talking about PNM and the political party and all kind of things.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. I do apologize for cutting it short. We are about a few seconds away from ending our program tonight. But viewers, thank you so much. Remember, there's a rerun of this program tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Remember, if you miss it in the night, you can view it in the day. Those of you who want to make an investment, contact me at 339-1670 or 238-6716, and we will go forward from there. Until we meet again, good night.